All right, how long did they got you
Yes,
off of
the kitchen.
TikTok?
Oh, till
How
the
long did they got you
19th,
off?
so the whole week.
Okay. All right, so we should be live soon. Move
Yeah, we're live now.
this over. All right, we'll just wait for everybody else to join us while they're doing that. Hey, everybody, we're just waiting for everybody else to join us. So, hey, everybody, if you're just joining us, we're just waiting for everyone to join, and we'll see you soon. We got this. All right, so I guess we're going to begin real quick. If you haven't joined us already, welcome to For the People podcast. I'm your
Okay.
next, and the show is for the people, by the people, to bring power back to the people. We're joined by our veteran queen of justice herself, Miss Nikki.
Hey,
And I do apologize today. Internet's kind of lagging as usual. So we have if you hear any lag in the videos, we'll let you know about that, or let us know as well. And please write your information in the comment section. So we have quite a few videos to get through today. We're going to start off with some things that's been developing. It's been a lot of issues that's been happening in regards to recruiting for Turning Point USA, which is more of to be honest, a racist organization. And then also, in addition to that, a teacher in school is teaching children about MLK in her revisionary way. So I want us to take a look at these two videos because it's something that is definitely alarming, and I want to see what you guys thought. So we're going to take a look at the first one.
We just got to the state capitol where we're announcing a very special and exciting partnership between Turning Point USA and the state of Tennessee. We have seen two other states do this, Florida and Texas, both bastions of freedom. Tennessee is now following suit. With this partnership, we are going to see every high school in the state of Tennessee have a Club America chapter. Okay, we just got to the state capitol where we're announcing a very special and exciting partnership between Turning Point USA and the state.
I'm going to read some of the comments. One person says the ACLU should launch chapters. Another person said he is dead and never coming back. Let his movement die with him. Oh, that was a good one. And one other person says, Texan here, clubs and schools are supposed to be student run. If the government installs clubs in schools, that is indoctrination. Educators have codes of ethics to obey of the items in that educators can share their political viewpoints with students. Government-run school clubs is indoctrination, unethical. Let the kids start and run the clubs they believe in, whether it's TPSUA or Young Dems or Green Club or whatever. And then I'm going to play this next video. Let's take a look.
Martin Luther King was a Marxist, and that he was for socialism, and a lot of the civil rights things that he advocated for were not really helpful. Now, there's a lot of research to that, but we can argue about that. That's kind of what and also with personal misery. My oldest daughter had a lot of trauma as a child. Something really terrible happened to her when she was very young that I would hope never would happen to any other child. And as a result of it, she's a lesbian, she's gay, and she's married to a woman. And sometimes that's a little bit of internal struggle for me because I believe that marriage is between a man and a woman, and I believe that scripture is very clear on homosexuality. But on the other side of that, I love her dearly. We are in relationship. And that's what Charlie Kirk's message was. Is like, we may not agree. My daughter knows where I stand biblically, but I love her. We're actually going to spend Christmas with her in Missouri. We love her, and they have a child, and I love my grandchild. And I love my daughter-in-law, which is weird to say, right? My daughter's married to a woman, but it is the reality. There's a Martin Luther King was a
So I want to read some of the comments before we begin on this. Somebody says, what? She has no business saying any of that to high school students. Lincoln needs to recall her ASAP. Another person says, taken out of context, that sounds like the same excuse people use for Charlie Kirk. There's plenty of context here to show bigot and racist ideas. People just don't want to own that label. And one of the person says, I wonder how her daughter feels about her mother discussing her like this. Her trauma turned her into a lesbian. I'll be mortified if my mom used me as her political platform. So this is what I have to say about that. This is some things that's going on in regards to this. And what gets me about this is that I tell people, like, when I was in Kansas and Missouri, this is what I experienced. I experienced teachers that would teach revisionist history like this, lie about it to make people believe their viewpoints, and they don't care. And we say it all the time on the show, their greatest invention is racism. Ever since Trump got in office and started saying all these racist things and telling people they can do this, and they throwing up Nazi salutes, we've been having nothing but issues in the United States. Nothing. Even across the world, people are starting to see it. So, Nikki, what do you think?
That first video, y'all, it's indoctrination, because you can't say that it's anything other than that. That's exactly what the fuck it is. Using his death, which again, these conspiracy theories, as far the further we get into it, the more it doesn't seem like a fucking conspiracy, because the way this Erica Kirk bitch is walking around here grieving. You're not. She has a script and she's a badass actress, and now all of a sudden you got high schools, so for him to go to college, they trying to get him where they're extra young. What the fuck they're trying to do here? And we see that white bitch in the other clip, fire her fucking immediately, because if it was a black woman in there teaching black history, even if it was the right fucking way, why are you teaching our children this? They shouldn't know this. So Martin Luther King is Marxist and all of this. Be talking about your gay daughter as long as you low key bashing her. But if you was talking about your gay daughter saying you're proud of her, then they would have had your ass up out of there. Why these fucking white women are crazy. White women are the problem. They've always been a problem, and that's just how the fuck it is. They are the problem.
And you know what I want to do is I want to show 2 other videos just bouncing off of that, because it's not just that, it's also like I've been seeing too many videos, and I mean, every time I'm on my feed now, all I got to do is scroll up and you might see a cat video, scroll up 3 racist videos, and it's almost demonstrated by white folks. Scroll up, see a dog or video game, scroll to the next 5 ones, there's a bunch of racist stuff happening on it. And I'm just like I said before, I said at this point, I just think that they are relying heavily on, racism. I mean, they have nothing else going. They have absolutely nothing going for themselves. So I want to take a look at these next 3 videos, and I want you to tell me what you think. Also, anybody in the comments, please put your comments in there. We would like to read them as well. And we're going to take a look at the first one. Let's take a look.
I'll eat them all day. All day. Let's go. You ready for this? Watch this. Let me go. Come get you some all day, baby. I'm gonna eat them all fucking day. Let's go, baby.
I know they can't be fucking serious. This is what we have.
And they
Go ahead, Nikki.
they not here. They not here.
This is who we happen to be. What? This is a joke. Let me read some of these comments. Somebody says Appalachia, the same part of the country that is absolutely poor as dirt and has gotten only poorer under him. The same Appalachia in which a large chunk of the people are on Snap and lost it. It's a cult. Somebody else said these young men are being weaponized by people who profit from their rage and isolation. The same capital interests that destroy Appalachian communities through extraction and abandonment are now recruiting the traumatized sons of those communities as foot soldiers. This is what fascism does. It takes legitimate grievance and redirects it towards culture war rather than class solidarity. My Hatfield ancestors fought for their family survival in circumstances where institutional power offered them nothing. These cases are better than being used as cannon fodder for billionaire interests. All right, let's take a look at this next one.
Now, I'm calling him right now. He spit on me and I beat his ass.
I don't think you are.
You want to call him? I got all y'all on camera. You want to call him? You want to tell him what happened? My name is David McDonald. I'm an Amazon delivery driver. I'm here on West Hill and North Madison Street. I'm delivering. No, I'm talking. What? I'm recording for my safety. Because I'm recording and documenting. Why y'all not calling the police? Right. Sir, can you call the police? No? Okay, that's what I thought. Anybody want to call the police? Nobody. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
He doesn't have a job.
What's your name? How do you know? You his neighbor?
He doesn't have
But how do you
a
know?
job.
How do you know?
You are a professional.
He spit on me. I don't give a fuck about this job. He
You're
spit
gonna
on me.
lose it then.
I have so many other ways to make money. I don't give a fuck about this job.
I guess
I
you
care
don't.
about my self-respect
I guess you
and my dignity. I beat your ass because you spit on me, you bitch ass nigga.
Why don't you get on your bike?
Yeah, and call him right now. I'm calling him right now.
All right, I want to read some of the comments here. Somebody says, now, where's the GoFundMe so we can back him the same way they back Homegirl who lost her job for using racial slurs? Another person says, people kill me with, I'm not my ancestors. Learn who your ancestors are because you are not measuring up. Our ancestors did not just fight back. They built their own communities. They owned more land than black people do now. They organized quietly. They boycotted y'all. Couldn't even stop watching football. Went after Target, but not Walmart. Our ancestors included my many Nat Turners, Harriet Tubman, Soldier Troops, Phyllis Whitmans, and Bass Reeves. Another person says, first time in my life, not one single white person wanted to call the police. Well, would you look at that? And then we have one more update from the Cinnabon thing. Let's take a look.
No one realized that less than 24 hours after Crystal Therese was laid off by Cinnabon, the victim customer made 3 shocking moves that made her pay 3 creepy prices. Just yesterday, a Cinnabon employee was fired for using discriminatory language during a heated conflict with a customer. After being fired, she shamelessly launched a fundraising campaign on GoFundMe and has even raised over $100,000. However, she still hasn't realized that she will have to face 3 heavy consequences. First, they exposed that the woman's personal homepage account is named Crystal Therese and her previous criminal record.
Oh, they playing some music. I hate when they be playing music in the damn background. Just explain the damn story. So this is my thing. Oh, before we begin, hey, I want to please sorry, you guys. T Coop, Dash Brock, good afternoon. It's black screen on my. Hopefully it got fixed. T Coop, hey chat, I'm back. Nicole, so hey, nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining. So this is my thing about the Amazon driver, and I do believe the Amazon driver, because I've seen so many videos lately where white folks is just walking up to people's cars. There was a white couple that followed a black girl to her home. They stayed 10 blocks down the street. She stays all the way over here. And she says, why are y'all following me? They're like, oh, we're following you because we need to know you need to stay in the neighborhood. Black people, I got to start carrying mace or something and start spraying their asses.
Yeah.
When they spray the shit out their asses and let them have
because
I mean, literally, because it's bullshit. We're just it's like they don't have I keep telling you, they have nothing else going besides racism, and it's getting quite old. Like I'm like, why would you follow her to her house? Like, you have to be some type of stupid or crazy to do that. What were you about to say, Nikki?
like, and then they're always justifying you're the professional. Fuck First of all, and I get it, and I understand. But I keep saying it. I hate to keep saying you explaining too fucking much. You explaining too much. He spit on you, I'm whooping your ass. Fuck the dumb shit. He said it himself. This a job. I can get it. I can get a job. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, like let's explain. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they just talking, they them fine. But physically assaulting you or spitting on you, we done crossed the motherfucking line at that point. It's lights the fuck out. And that way go, you're the professional. If somebody spit on you, I want to see you be fucking professional. You wouldn't be saying that shit because it was another white person. Like, start whooping their ass. It's like you said, they carry something. You don't want to put paws on them? Start carrying mace. And when they get to that bullshit, spray their ass. I bet you they'll leave you the fuck alone then. That's what we got to start doing. Macing their ass. So that way, when you say, oh, I felt attacked, you ain't physically putting no paws on them. So you got to play their fucking game. Start carrying some fucking mace. Start carrying a taser or whatever the fuck. But start fucking these crackers up. Because that's the only way they're going to fucking learn to leave us the fuck alone when we minding our goddamn business. We out here delivering packages, delivering your shit, bitch. What the fuck is the problem? Of following somebody, oh, do you fucking live here? Do you see us following people around asking them, do you live here? No, because we don't give a fuck. You know what we give a fuck about? Is my rent paid? Is my mortgage paid? Are these lights on in my fucking house? The problem with white people, y'all nosy as fuck. Y'all don't mind your fucking business because you so used to stealing shit from other people, you can't even mind your own motherfucking. Because you so used to be business. You got to steal somebody else's business because you can't even be in your fucking own. It's the people DNA to just go house other people's shit. Like, mind your, why you bitches be ending up in fucking trunks and because you're going towards the danger. The same thing with you men. Y'all always walking the fuck up on somebody. You're gonna walk up on the wrong motherfucker one day. And that's it. Start letting it be lights out for these fucking crackers because I'm fucking done.
Yeah, and that it's just like stuff like that. When I'm looking, I'm like, y'all have nothing. Like, when you look at them, I'm like, y'all have nothing better going for yourselves. Y'all gotta literally be in somebody else's space all the time, worried about what they're doing. I tell people this so many times. It says, when I was in Kansas, Missouri, this was a non-stop 24/7 all day long. If you barbecue and they had a problem, they had a problem. If you stopped at the stoplight, they had a problem. You go to the gas station. I was just like, you have nothing better to do besides racism. That is your greatest invention, and you're not going to let it go. And that's what we're currently dealing with right now. And in addition to that, there was some ICE issues that were happening recently. So I want us to take a look at these videos and tell me what you think. And then also, nice seeing you guys in the comments as well. Thank you guys so much. All right, we're going to show you the next video. We're going to take a look at these next 3 videos, and I want you to let me know what you think. So that's them outside, I guess, one of the hotels that's housing them. So people are keeping ICE up all night. And then let's take a look at this next video.
We have a bunch of guys here with Nazi flags, red shirts, rocking down MLK, doing a lot of chanting with bulletproof vests on, getting ready to march into the black neighborhood here.
There's a big crowd of people all in like matching red clothes, and they're waving like swastika flags.
Some Nazi people or something yelling about burn it or something right by the school.
The 911 calls of concern from Little Rock residents last weekend prompted police response.
We have patrol units in the area on MLK south of Children's Hospital. This neo-Nazi group is walking southbound.
Many people in the community have asked on social media what the interaction looked like with the masked neo-Nazi group, Blood Tribe. This video shows police pulling over the U-Haul, carrying more than 20 men, part of the group.
Sit down. You got to give your name and ID first.
Police telling them to take their masks off and to give police identification. While the men did comply and follow instructions from police, there was a citation given to the driver of the U-Haul, 36-year-old Zachary Platter from Indiana. for the men riding in spaces not for passengers. After the ticket, 22 others were removed from the bed of the U-Haul and told to find other transportation without incident.
We have a bunch.
So I'm going to read some of the comments. Somebody said, but just this week, the FBI sat in front of Congress saying Antifa was a terrorist group without a shred of evidence. Let that sink in. This is America. Another person says they didn't show the footage of the officer telling the driver how to request that the body cam footage be kept hidden from the public. Some of those that workforces are the same that burn crosses. And another person says, amazing how hopeful local police always seem to be for groups like this. We saw it here in Boston years ago, practically marching alongside Patriot Front until all were safely back to their cars at the train station, so polite and supportive. And we're going to watch one last video. Let's take a look.
Go somewhere else. You're not getting no chicken. Dang, you don't want to show your face now? I know you can hear me. I know you can hear me. There you go. Why you not showing your face? You wanted to show your face everywhere else? Come on. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck y'all. Ice, you're not coming in here. Locked. Locked. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right, so somebody says this shows exactly what little power they have, and more business owners need to bring things like this. They never have warrants. They force themselves into places by assault and bullying. It's illegal. I hate how they have police written on these cheap uniforms. It's fraud. Another person says we cannot normalize violence. We must fight back legally just like this. So this is what kind of gets me about like the alt-right one. The alt-right one is really just like, I mean, that's the stuff that we have to put up with a lot. You know what I mean? In terms of they don't have nothing going for themselves. They need to march in. And I'm just in here like, all these jobs out here. Like you can go on LinkedIn, you can go on Career Builder, you can go anywhere. All these jobs out here. Why ain't applying for them? Y'all talking about take your country back to get a job. Go get a career. Go get a trade or something. And they're all white dudes. They have. That's what I'm saying. Productive. They just remind me of this video that we played. I think it was last week where the white dude was on the corner. I think he was asking for He was asking for like $500, and then the Latin guy that was right selling flowers, and he went over there. He just attacked them in front of everybody.
Yeah,
you sitting here begging for money, talking about your social, but you can't even pick yourselves up by your bootstraps without the government's assistance. But you have to attack a Latin person who's selling flowers. That's what I'll be talking about. What you have to say, Nikki?
Well, real quick, I want to video. You niggas ain't sending your best, okay? Because I don't know who the fuck you think you was scaring. And then punching yourself is not a litmus test. Somebody else. You're hitting yourself. You're hard enough to put yourself out. And then all on mess. Like what? Like I literally could envision knocking them out and just boom. Not even a hard hit. A tap and you fuck. So please get on here videos like you ready for the fucking race war. Everybody how microscopic your dick is. Anybody that's got that work, they got that work and they ain't gotta tell you they got that fucking work. It's gonna motherfucking surprise. People here, same thing with white people, what you just said. You're so fucking superior, but you're begging for $500 to pay your motherfucking rent. But see somebody business, whether you want to patronize their business or not, they're cutting those flowers, getting them from wherever they're getting them from, and they're selling them. At least they're not standing there with their fucking hand out. They're selling something. I don't care if you're selling water, whatever. You're in some sort of way versus just standing there with your hand out. I'm never giving money to a poor white person. I'm not doing it. You can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. I'm not doing it. My dad used to, like, when they used to come, and not even just white people, but just people in general, but needed one time he made the homeless person give him some money. Them a story so bad that they gave him money. I was like, no, Dad, you gotta give him the money, Dad. You can't, like, don't take the money from him. But he would do that type of shit because it's like, yeah, nigga, how poor are out here? Like, you could be doing something. Thank you, Gene. We got our first super chat of the day.
Awesome.
That you could be doing shit. Like what the fuck? And oh wait, shout out. We also got our first Cash App of the day as well. K is my name, sent us $5.
Yeah, come on, Cash.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kay. Appreciate y'all too.
You help us to pull ourselves up from our bootstraps, but then when it's time for y'all to do it, you can't do it. Jobs that are beneath you. So you can't go get a job cleaning some motherfucking toilets, but you'd rather be out on the street asking somebody to give you $500 for your rent. Go ask Trump to give you $500 for your fucking rent, because he's the reason why you need the $500 for your fucking rent. So go ask him. That's my problem. Y'all want to take everything out on everybody else, put you in this position because you voted for the motherfucker that put you in this position. Y'all was already poor. Poor people, you motherfuckers poor and voted for somebody to make you even more poor.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much your whiteness means. Already in a fucked up position. But you gonna vote for somebody that's gonna put you in an even more fucked up position. Just so you can still blame black people for it. Your fault. Once again, you're a waste of fucking whiteness. You are. You're a waste of whiteness.
Yes, and you know what I want to do is I'm going to spin it just a little bit, because, you know, as we're still talking about the ICE race and everything, there was some developments, and, you know, people got receipts online. So somebody brought up Mark Rubio's past, and they were saying, hey, Mark Rubio needed, I kept saying this before, I think I said this multiple times, his days are numbered. But Valentina Gomez, a lot of these Latin people that's still on the Trump train, seeing their own people be deported. Yeah, y'all don't know this right now. So I want you to take a look at these videos and tell me what you think.
Did you know that Marco Rubio's family came to America after fleeing oppression in Cuba? But it wasn't communist oppression, it was the US-backed Batista dictatorship that was overthrown by the Communist Revolution in 1959. And this is because the Rubio family was working class, which means they were living in abject poverty under this US-backed regime. But despite these facts, Marco Rubio has repeatedly portrayed himself as an exile of communism in order to build his political career.
Your father came here from Cuba.
My parents both did, yes.
Came here from Cuba.
1959. And my parents and grandparents came here from Cuba in 58, 59. As the son of exiles, I know firsthand that it's possible to lose your country. I was raised by exiles. By people who know what it is like to lose their country. And no matter what titles I may achieve in my life, I will always be the son of exiles.
Yep, none of that was true. His family did not flee Cuba after the revolution in 1959. They fled in 1956, when the country was still controlled by a U.S. puppet government. But it's not politically convenient for him to say the truth, that his family fled a U.S.-backed dictatorship that communism overthrew. It's also funny that this guy built his career by calling himself a political exile and by railing against refugees. The only refugees who we should accept are me. That's the position of pretty much every non-white Republican nowadays. Did you know that Marco Rubio...
So I want to read some of the comments. Somebody said Ted Cruz too, yeah. Another person says sellouts come in all races. And then somebody says the position of every Cuban top. So I'm going to play this next one, and we are going to take a look at this.
My name is Javier Ramirez. I was born in San Bernardino, California. I'm a proud American citizen who has never known the weight of a criminal record. I also am a father of 3 beautiful children, but today I stand before you not just as a father or a citizen, but as a man who has faced the harrowing experience that have changed my life. On June 12, 2025, precisely 4:32, my world was turned upside down. Agents of Border Patrol stormed onto my private property at 1537 West Olympic Boulevard in Montebello, California. Armed with high-powered assault rifles, wearing masks, and their only uniform being their bulletproof vest that shield them from accountability. I heard a chilling voice declare, "Get him, he's Mexican." I'm in this thrown down to the ground. Confusing, knowing not what to do. I just feel a knee going on my face and then on behind my neck. As a diabetic, I began to feel unwell. I desperately requesting medical assistance, but my cries were met with interference. Even in handcuffs, I was thrown again to the ground.
Okay, so I'm going to read some of the comments here. Somebody says prior to this illegal and unfortunate incident, he supported and voted for Trump, despite the anti-immigration rhetoric he believes as small business owners he would benefit from his policies. He could ignore the racism in exchange for monetary gains. He voted for what happened, assuming it would never happen to him. This should serve as an example of how aligning with white supremacy will not provide protection from it. Unfortunately, he found out the hard way. A person commented on their post and said it makes sense that he's struggling to read some basic words. P-E-N-D-E-J. That was kind of messed up. That was messed up right there. And then another person said it's sad and true. He voted for that to happen to him. And then we're going to play one more video. Well, actually, this is just a still. A Somalian American woman in Minnesota straps her U.S. passport to her head while going about her day, ensuring instant-proof citizenship in the face of heightened ICE enforcement and racial profiling fears. Somebody said this is sad. There's nothing funny about humans being and feeling endangered. Another person says it's so unfortunate that people have to take such acts to simply survive in this country. So I'm gonna tell you my 2 cents on. Well, I'm gonna tell you on the Somali one. Somalians, what was it? 95% that overwhelmingly voted for Trump. They don't claim black. They don't associate with black. They don't associate. They different. Well, like I stated before, sympathy and empathy has run out. When ICE come for you, don't call them foundational Black Americans. Call on Trump. Say, Trump, why are you deporting us? And he ain't gonna tell you nothing until your ass is right back in Somalia. Same with the Ethiopians and Nigerians. Everybody don't want to be black. Everybody want to disrespect us when you come over here. Peace. And then to the Mexican guy, and I had to laugh because, you know, this now everything's coming full circle. Comment where she said that he could barely read what was spelled on paper is facts. You be having illiterate people come to the country, don't like black, have racist stuff, voted for racism, and then when it's happening to them, all of a sudden now we need press conferences and they need to be in front of Congress talking about what's happening to them. The same with that group. No empathy, no sympathy. Wish y'all the best of luck. It is what it is at this point. Y'all voted for racism. Y'all voted for, everybody want to be white so bad to the white folks. And I'm telling you, this is from somebody that grew up in a white household. You guys are not, you are a guest of the party. You can always be uninvited. And they're quick to do it. Nikki, what do you think?
Oh, I agree. Y'all voted, and I want to read what these people confuse me, saying how their people are so great, but they're running away from them to come over here and shit on us. If y'all so great, stay home. Exactly. Y'all get over here talking about how great it is, and why the fuck did you leave? If being in Cuba is so motherfucking great, where you bitches don't have cars, the oldest car you can have is in the 1950s. You live in a fucking country. You can't even have an up-to-date car, but it's so fucking great, then go stay there. Why the fuck are you here? Why are you fleeing to come to if America and Americans are so, are you here? And all y'all voted, you want to do, oh my God, I was pulled out of my home, but you voted for that shit to happen to other people that look like you. Because you thought because they came over here a different way than you did, that's literally what y'all voted for. Because before Trump came onto the scene, legal or illegal, and I know some people, well, that's we don't say that. Everybody's just shut the fuck up. You know what I'm talking about for a reason. The true fucking slaves. Now fuck off. Now, you're illegal, didn't give a fuck. They all stood together. But when Trump came, oh, you made the distinction. Now all of a sudden, oh well, if you came here the wrong way, then you deserve to go back. You acting like your motherfucking people didn't come here the wrong way. You acting like every last one of y'all got some motherfucking papers, and you fucking don't. You act like y'all ain't paid a motherfucking coyote a couple $100 grand to bring your motherfucking abuelo and abuelo the fuck over here. Don't act funny. Y'all paid the same shit. Everybody ain't on them over here the right fucking way. But y'all voted for, you want white approval. You're never gonna get white approval. At best, you're gonna get white tolerance. That's it. They're tolerating you, whatever they need from you, and that's the fuck it. They needed your vote, so they tolerated you, and you saw that shit as fucking approval. Don't fucking demise because you thought you was a better Latino than somebody the fuck else. Y'all all niggas with accents. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all that. One of you than the other motherfucking other. You're not. When it comes to white people, they see you all the fucking. I don't care how much light your skin is. I don't care how blonde your fucking hair is. I don't care how skinny you are. I don't give a fuck. They know when you're not white, and they will let you hang out until you get fucking familiar. You motherfuckers start acting familiar. One thing a white person gonna do is get fucking white. To that Somalian bitch that's taping your passport on your head, hey, it is what the fuck it is. And I know it's not all Somalis. I know that. But collectively, you motherfuckers, this is what the fuck you get. See, you don't want to be a nigga until you start getting treated like a nigger. Now, we're the blackest population in Minnesota, excuse me? Because according to y'all wasn't black.
Exactly.
You seem to think that like you act like white people look at us and can differentiate what they're looking at us. All they see is your black skin. And another thing that I'm starting to see from niggas really pissing me off is the whole black thing. Oh, they got it was somebody in our comments, and I fucking blocked them. Talking about some, look at y'all. They really got y'all thinking y'all crayons out here with the color black. What the fuck else could we be? We literally know that we're not the color of actual black. Like, I need y'all motherfuckers to wake the fuck up. You applying, you being literal at the wrong fucking moment, okay? We're black. It is what the fuck it is. Like, we too late in the stretch to change the fucking name here, okay? We done been every variation of every fucking flag, okay? It is what the fuck it is. But these people come here and they act like they're so fucking great. If being in India was so fucking great, then take your ass back in that motherfucker. If you didn't have no niggas over there and you want to be in a nigga-free population, take your ass the fuck back over there. If you hate being around, stop putting stores in our neighborhood so that black people can put stores in black neighborhoods. Don't put your stores in our neighborhood. But you patronize you to the same level that black people would. And yes, I know, and it's so easy to have the conversation. Well, stop patronizing them or stop doing this. I need y'all to think realistically within the everyday world. When you live in a city and you have to go to a store and you don't have a car, you want to go to the mom and pop store, if that's a 2-hour walk away and you don't have anything and you can't afford a lift, you're going to have to patronize what the fuck is in your neighborhood. Instead of being mad at the people for patronizing the stores in their neighborhood, be mad at the motherfuckers that's giving them the money to be able to patronize in the neighborhood. Where you can, and you have to do it feasibly. You can't just boycott a place if there's only one way for you to shop. And, things like that is something that we have to think about. The onus is, always on.
Yeah, you know what? I want to play something real quick, just bouncing off what you said about it. I thought this girl was really good when she explained it. And so I thought this would be good for us to talk about too. Let's take a look at this. Oh, Jean Clay, hey, thank you so much. I see the super chat. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank y'all so much as well. We're going to show this next clip. Let's take a look.
Video shows up on your For You page is for one reason and one reason only, okay? I know you're aware of the commotion that the Somalian community is facing right now, the racism that they're dealing with, the xenophobia, the rise in xenophobia that is being hurled in their direction in their community. And I'm here to remind you to mind your black ass business. Thank ya. For better explanation, the following comparisons is not for competition but for education, okay? A quick little educational course on the crisis that is racism. You know, the same crisis that the Black Americans here have been screaming about for ages, forever, since the beginning of time. Racism that other members of the Black diaspora allowed to happen to Black Americans under the guise that they were a better version of Black. Somalis. Trump called the Somalian community garbage. He said that Minnesota was letting in garbage. He said he didn't want them in his country, in this country. He stated that Somalian people are the main perpetrators of billions and billions of dollars in welfare fraud. All untrue and disgusting claims rooted in xenophobia and bigotry. But I can't trip too much over it. And you want to know why I can't trip over what he's saying about the Somalian people in the Somalian community? It's because I still remember what he said about the Haitian community, what he said about the Black American community. I remember that. Not just them, the Latinos, the Asians, the Middle Easterns. I remember the Muslims, the Arabs. I remember what he said about all of them. Earlier this year, Trump referred to the Black American community as thugs. He stated that their children, Black kids, were born criminals that needed to be locked up and put away. He called Black attorney districts.
I just want to read some of the comments real quick. Somebody said, "Girl, what you eating looks comforting." Another person says, and they still campaigned and voted for him. Another person, I hope Somali Trump voters had the day they voted for. So this is just bouncing off what Nikki said. You know, at the end of the day, we just not, I think the time for all this have kind of just run out for us, because at the end of the day, we're just not, I mean, when I woke up this morning, I was just like, you know what? I woke up and I want to have peace. You know, I want to have peace and quiet. I want to be, you know, relaxed. I don't want to have like anything. And somebody wanted to call me. It was like, "Oh, did you hear about what happened?" I really don't care. I guess one of the car washes down here got raided with some ICE people and stuff. And I said, it is what it is at this point. I mean, literally, these are the same people that don't anti-Black, don't like Black, don't want Black around, don't date Black, don't buy from Black, don't do nothing for Black. And it's unfortunate. There's also somebody that was selling a Christmas tree Black owned. When I tell you that there was literally some Latin people that was, and this is right down the street close to us, there were some Latin people that was trying to convince everybody else, including Blacks, to go to another tree place down there where Latins are selling it so they can sit there and make money. It's just like at the end of the day, we Black people, we just don't have, so it is what it is at this point. Nikki, what do you think?
I agree. We just I mean, we have to do what we can. I agree with the thing about the Somalis. That ain't our motherfucking business. Like, what do you want us to do? You can't get here and be against us, and then the minute they're against you, you know, you anti-Black. And again, like I said, they're anti-Black until they get treated anti-white. Because the minute you get that anti-white treatment, then you want to come to the and then it's like you're trying to align yourself with, they're not aligning themselves with Blackness, but the treatments that Black people get, the mistreatment. They don't regret their vote. But oh, we're the Blackest. So you're trying to align yourself with the mistreatment that Black people get without calling yourself Black. You still want to piggyback off of the shit without acknowledging your part. Not only are you part of the problem, but you too, in fact, are Black. Because at the end of the day, the Klan is not making that distinction. When they pull the fuck up, when ICE pulls up, they're not gonna say, "Ollie, yeah, you can go. We're just looking for niggers." No. They're looking at you and you're not white, and that's all they care about. And I really wish they would all get on one fucking accord about that. You're not white. We're spared. Same as you niggas that walk around here talking about some, "Oh, well, slavery didn't exist because we were already here." Like, yeah, there are Black indigenous people. But guess what? They're not going to say, "Hey, are you one of them indigenous niggers or are you one of them slave ship niggers? We need to know." They're not going to ask you no shit like that. You the fuck up regardless. Wake the fuck up. I hate to break it to you, but you still a nigga. You just got a goddamn accent. And you Somali motherfuckers, y'all ain't nothing but third world niggas. That's it. You a third world nigga. Party. That's it. That's all y'all like. You third world nigga.
And what I want to do is I want to continue this discussion. There was this last video I'm gonna show out of these three was really good. You know, I like people to tell. So if y'all know anybody that has stories, and even if you're at home or whatever, and y'all have something y'all want to say about your job or something or whatever, just let us know. That way we can speak about it on here. And you know, you never know, we might be able to, you know, have a solution for you. I know it's going to be hard right now, but we want to hear more stories from the viewers and stuff. We want to get to know you guys more in terms of like what are you currently experiencing. So take a look at these first three videos. Let me know any of your thoughts and comments, and we'll be right back.
So I always see people say, oh, black people commit most of the violent crimes. And my question always is, no, we don't. Because what the fuck are we considering violent crimes? Now let's get into these percentages per the FBI and the DOJ. So you can't say, oh, what's the source? Nigga, the source, motherfucker. Now, America seems to have this like obsession with black crime, even though it's complete propaganda. Black people make up 13 to 15% of the population, yet less than 3% are ever convicted of violent crimes, and under 0.5% of the total U.S. population, while most crime across all races is interracial, right? Over 80% of both black and white victims are harmed by offenders of their own race. But only black on black crime is sensationalized. So when white people start to act scared when they see black people, they should act the same way when they see other white people, right? Meanwhile, nigga, listen. Despite being just 28% of the U.S. population, the FBI and the DOJ data show white men commit the majority of the nation's worst violent crimes. 55% of kidnapping, 56% of rapes, 58% of mass shootings. They are also 59% of the child pornography arrests, 62% of the statutory grapes. They are also over 63% of prostitution solicitations, over 68% of the National Firearms Act violations, and over 75% of the incest prosecutions. Yet their criminality is rarely racialized.
So I'm gonna read some of the comments here. We're gonna go to the next video. Somebody says, I got stabbed by a white dude 3 days ago. Another person says, hell yeah, he's right. They talk about Crips and Bloods all day, but never talk about the mob or the biker gangs. And one other person said, let's go like this, who got more Netflix serial killer documentaries. And then we're gonna take a look at this.
Why don't you move to a different country? Why are you staying here? Young 10-year-old, very intelligent-looking young lady, a black young lady who will not stand for the Pledge of Allegiance in her classroom. She doesn't want to stand up because apparently she believes that black Americans need a lot more to be done in this country. You know what I believe, Cornell? And I know you supported her publicly. I think at 10 years old, she has no real understanding of what America is. So I wonder if her parents have sat her down and explained what Americans have given their lives, white, black, red. It doesn't make any difference. They stood and they fought and they died for this country, and she doesn't want to do anything to honor them?
She comes from a family of military service members. Her father is a retired military service member also, who served this nation well with great dignity.
Good.
Her mother's a very intelligent woman. What white people need to understand...
Just white people?
Yes, please. Let me explain. That national anthem was written by Francis Scott Key, a slave owner.
Oh, here we go.
Who demonized and hated black slaves and black people. Go research the third verse where he says, there's no refuge in this country for the hireling or the slave. Both should be turmoil to the grave.
How's her parents doing?
This is a man
Are they successful?
that promised turmoil for black people to the grave. Would you ask Jewish children to say a pledge to a German anthem that disrespects Jewish people?
If they're
No, you
living
would
in
not.
Germany,
No,
sure.
you would not.
Well, sure.
That disrespects Jewish people?
Then
No,
why
you would not.
you certainly can kneel down. In America, you have the right to do that.
America looked at the same way at Rosa Parks when she refused to get up and give up her seat to a white man on the bus. But history vindicated her. History vindicated her. America demonized Harriet Tubman for freeing slaves from slavery, but history vindicated her. So I say to that young girl, you stand strong, stand up, and stand for what you believe in. And to all of those who are too coward to do it, don't get in that young girl's way. Others like her, support that young girl.
What would you like her to say to the men and women who have fought for this country like I ran into over the weekend? The black men and women who fought for this country and some who gave their lives.
And ask the black men and women who served America in its military, like in the Independence War. We helped America get it, and we were still slaves afterwards. Ask those in Vietnam who gave their war on Vietnam battlefields, but then came back and was called niggers in their own country. We have fought in America's war, and we've never been given the justice and the due process of everybody else in this nation.
Then
so
why don't you move to a different country? Why are you staying here if you don't like it?
Let me tell you why. Because the country belongs to Indians. You white folks stole it from them, raped and robbed their people. This not your country. You all came over here and stole it and beat the hell out of them. So this not your country.
It was my country.
You all need to go home.
If you're
you all need to go back where you came from.
If you don't like it, why don't you pack up and go?
Let the Indians decide who should pack up and go. And I guarantee you black folks will stay, and you all will be on the first damn boat leaving here. So don't try that shit.
Then why don't you?
Ooh, that man was getting his ass. Ooh. So somebody said white exhaustion is so real, the aggression is in their DNA. Another person says a black 10-year-old a black 10-year-old has more view of America than a 20-year-old white child. Life is thrust upon them, while it is handed to us when whites feel it's time. Oh, that's too long. And another person says that man has a lot of nerve, but we already know they'll never understand. And one last video. Let's take a look at this.
Hey y'all, so if you are ever in doubt about how evil racist people can be, let me drive it on home for you. So I have a friend named Tiara, and Tiara is experiencing housing instability with her 2 children. Now Tiara has had a very long year. She lost 11 family members in 1 year, 9 of them in some sort of crash, and then her cousin was murdered, and then her father, from the stress of all of it, passed away. So Tiara was also one of the 300,000 black women who lost her job. On top of that, it was just too much. So me and a few other black creators, we got together and we raised money for her to get an apartment, right? She said all she needed was $2,000 for a deposit and she could get out of that hotel, right? So we start raising money and we get so close to Tiara's goal, and tell me why I started reporting her. This woman has done nothing to anybody, but these people start reporting her just for being connected to us. They started reporting her just because black women were helping her. They would really rather see this woman homeless with her 2 children than to see her be helped by black women, and it's disgusting. They reported her Venmo to where her Venmo account had got shut down, and they reported her social media to where she was suspended or banned for an entire week. The same week she was supposed to be applying for the apartment, so it completely threw all of her plans off. They also sent her racist messages, and I'm going to insert one here. They were sending her racist messages. They were all in her inbox. And mind you, like I said, this is not an activist. This is not an influencer. This is just a single mother of 2 who had a rough year that we were trying to help. And these racist white people have been harassing her relentlessly, trying to stop Tiara from getting a home. So in this message, she's telling me about people harassing and reporting her. And yes, somebody sent her a picture of a woman being hung. And look at her babies. They don't deserve that. Y'all know I wouldn't ask unless I really felt it was absolutely necessary and absolutely needed. But in a time where people are profiting hundreds of thousands of dollars just off saying the N-word, just off being racist, spending all that energy chasing that shit down, I've decided I wanted to put more energy into helping somebody. And that's what I'm doing with Tiara. So I'm gonna put her fundraiser link in my bio. If you can, if you can't, I understand. But if you can donate, please donate something, even if it's just the minimum. Comment whatever you can do. We cannot let these people win. And at the end of the day, this is someone who needs a break. We have all been there. We have maybe not there, but we have all had rough times, and we cannot catch a break.
All right, so I'm going to read some of the comments. Somebody says, but every time I report a racist account, they don't go against community standards. Nikki, we talked about that already. Another person says, this is a micro example of how white supremacy claims black people should help their own, then become enraged when we do. Black Wall Street, Rosewood, but the Cinnabon woman has raised $100,000. Number says if people can raise money off bigotry, I know we can raise enough to help a mother who's actually fighting for kids for survival. So this is what I be telling people. Oh snap, we got Jason. Thank you for the super chat. Come on, $20. I think that's our largest of today. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. I have to say something about that last video. That I keep telling everybody when I was, and people always say, well, why do you talk about Kansas and Missouri all the time? I said, this is why. I'm glad that this girl was able to explain this. Even at my last job, my manager, when I tell you, he would come in and he was one, you could tell a confident white dude versus a pussy ass white dude. And this was one of those pussy ass white dudes. He was short, not an attractive guy, had a short man complex. He was always his hair. It was like he was trying to create an image of what he wanted to be, but he couldn't. And you could not say this guy's insecure. Every time I would come into work, he would have a list of everything I've done that week and say, oh, well, this, you didn't answer this email, or I called you at this time. And I said, why are you calling me so much when I'm on site helping patients? Why are you calling me so much? I'm not supposed to be here on the phone with you if I'm at a site. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's stuff like that. It's just, they would take out their time from their day. They'd be making these $200,000+ salaries, and they would sit there and look at everything you're doing. And I'm just like, you have nothing better to do with your time. Racism is their greatest invention. Even there was a video, and I wanted to get it, but they took it off because they started taking some of those videos off. This guy was talking about the nursing homes. And he says, what he noticed from the white people, he says, they would stop them. They would stop learning how to use the bathroom. They'll use the bathroom themselves. They will forget. They will. He said one thing they asked him to forget was that damn racist. Was calling them all types of N-words, and they was hitting the black staff. And he says they forgot how to wipe their own ass, but they did not forget how to cuss somebody out. They didn't forget anybody how to call them a nigger. And I said that shit is powerful. Then that black guy that be on Fox News, I commend him because there's no way I'm going to be sitting there with a bunch of idiots trying to teach them about their history for 500 years that they know about. It's like, I am so tired of having to tell grown ass people about their own history, about themselves. And then he deflects because he said it would state the truth. You will never see them do that to Jewish people. Let them erect a Hitler statue out here. And everybody's supposed to say, let that happen. I'll tell you what, you're going to hear every anti-Semitic law being passed, everything. They wouldn't do that to them. But when it comes to black people, we're supposed to sit here. We're supposed to sit here after schools are named after people. So we're supposed to just sit here and take it. That doesn't make any sense to me. What do you think, Nikki?
Well, in video, you see how that white man was losing. Whenever you bring the truth to white people and they can't combat it, shit. Because when he hit him with that third verse of what that song is, that. Because why are you going to song that isn't representing you just because it represents America, and it should show the fucked up part about America that it represents? And there's a reason why that verse is not said. The song was so great. Why don't y'all play all three verses of that motherfucker? But there's a reason why you omit it. Then when you hit them with the go them with the you first, then they stuck with it because it's like now well, I was born here. That ain't what the fuck I was born here. So by your motherfucking logic, I got just as much right to be here as you fucking do. But I got a one up because my people built this motherfucker. You can't say the same. As soon as you tell them to go back where the fuck they came, they really get upset because that's when you hit them with the shit they can't refute. Because you motherfuckers are immigrants here. This is not your land. You saw how upset he got when he said how y'all massacred and killed the Native Americans. And if you ask the Native Americans who can stay here, they probably say the black people before you. And he took offense to that because they love talking about being Irish slaves when it comes to slavery. Or well, my people will say, okay, so it means y'all ain't from here.
Yeah.
Because if your people were slaves, they came from to come over here, that means this ain't y'all shit. Whenever you hit white people with the fucking truth and they can't refute it, they glitch in real fucking time. Because then he started shouting, oh, well, and then he goes to, what about the black men and women that served after this man just said that the girl covered? So that bullshit you talking
Mm-hmm.
is just that. She comes from a military family. Two things can be true at once. You can family. Shout out to Cassandra who just got another cash out. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Cassandra.
And you try to put, oh, well, we're fought and died, but he just told you about black people that fought and died, and you still consider us niggas. We have always fought in your fucking war, and you still treated us fucking human. This is how I know white people know what the fuck is, because you, especially, you can't recognize. You act like you can't recognize racism. You can't recognize when black mainly, but you can recognize when a motherfucking dog is being treated that way. A dog which isn't human. I love Jean Grey. She was over here making a cameo, but she's gone now. But I love Jean Grey. I love, like, if I don't, but I recognize that at the end of the day, she's a fucking cat. And so the way white women act about motherfucking dogs in the ASPCA, I want you to have that same energy about actual black people going through shit. Because you will literally see us being mistreated, being brutalized, and you won't say shit. But let a fucking dog be locked in the goddamn car. Oh my god, call somebody. Somebody call somebody. Because this, oh my god, this is a dog in the car. Who can do this? That's just so, it's so inhumane. God, do you not have a soul? Do you not understand? That is a dog. What are you doing? Y'all could be back animals. But you see black people getting brutalized every fucking day. And it's silence from you bitches. That's how I know when you conniving assholes, because you fucking see it. It's passion for a fucking dog. An animal that could survive. An animal that could fucking kill you if it wanted to. You have more compassion for that can't talk. And low key, the reason why y'all like animals so much, especially dogs, is because I'm convinced y'all can't own people no more. That's why y'all feel the way y'all feel about fucking dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can't own people. Y'all could own people, you wouldn't give a fuck. But that's the way for you to get your motherfucking fetish out with because you can't own people no fucking more. So that's what your obsession is with dogs. But you can understand the inhumane treatment of a fucking dog. But you can't understand the of an actual black person. Oh, I don't see color, but you see breeds, bitches. Cause y'all, and I don't condone violence against animals. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I'm worried about shit. Well, what's gonna happen to the animal? Bitches, people out here dying, homeless and hungry, and you worried about the motherfucking dog, bitch? Make do. A cat is gonna make do. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all, you can see it. You can see it when it's an animal, but you can't see it when it's a black person. Y'all full of shit. And all white people do, y'all are walking contradictions, because that man understood everything that black man was trying to say, and he could not take the fact. White people, y'all are fucking stupid, because the minute you bitches, you shut down and you melt down. Oh, what you automatically go into what about it? What about that? At the end of the fucking day, y'all are immigrants. You are. This is not your fucking land. This is Native American land, but niggas built this country. Either way, we got more rights to be here than you white motherfuckers. That's gonna always be the play. So if anybody needs to go back, take your ass back to motherfucking Ireland. Take your ass back to Sweden. Take your ass back to fucking Italy. Oh, so my people were slaves. Okay, so then you fucking understand. So then get the fuck out of here. Oh, if you don't like it, then leave. No, bitch, you fucking first, bitch. You leave first. And let's see how the fuck it do. Because the quiet is not kept. is white people over here in America to other white countries. Y'all are the niggas of Europe. White people in America are the niggas. You take your white trash ass over there, they look at you funny. Cause they watch their ass over there. Well, not all of them, but the majority of them watch their ass over there. Y'all don't. They look at class citizens. White Americans are European niggas. Go over there because you know they'll treat you like that. That's why all and you see all the people and they treat America. Yeah.
Yeah, they do say that.
Y'all poor white fucking trash. You uncooked motherfuckers. That's why you can't fucking go back home. Because they don't want your ass over there. That's why you gotta stay. And you always telling somebody else, fuck y'all.
Yeah, and you know what? I want to move over to some other things. So you know Jasmine Crockett is running, right? And everybody's on fucking cue. Everybody's on fucking cue at doing the same shit that they did to Kamala Harris, the same shit they did to the Clinton lady. And I'm just sitting here like, y'all ain't learned y'all lesson. But again, you have a lot of ignorant ass, uneducated people in America, and this is what we're dealing with. So we're going to take a look at these three. I'm going to play this one first. This is actually not a video. This is actually a still. So Rep. Nancy Mace introduced legislation to rename Black Lives Matter Plaza Charlie Kirk. Now, all the fucking plazas this bitch could have got, why does she have to go to this one? There's so many other plazas out there, but this bitch has to go to this one. This is why I be telling y'all, without racism, they have nothing else going for themselves. We have to attack the blacks. They feed off it. That's what they have left. That's their greatest invention. And this is one of those things. And let's take a look at the next one.
Do not vote for Jasmine Crockett. Texas is a gerrymandered state, and a black woman is never going to win.
You know what she sounds like to me? She sounds like those people who told our ancestors they would never be free. We would never have equal rights. We would never be seen as human. So you might as well give it up now. Can you imagine if throughout history we had listened to people like her? We had a lot to unpack here. First of all, this woman is Native American. And in case anyone is wondering how Native Americans voted in 2024, approximately 40% of Native Americans voted for Donald Trump. Who exactly is she speaking to when she says don't vote for Jasmine Crockett? What's wild to me is Tallarico and Crockett are running on pretty much the same platform. Neither take money from AIPAC. Neither are pro-Israel. It's the black woman that keeps being attacked. Go and look at the comments on her video. When people comment and say, yeah, I'm voting for Crockett, she says that she campaigned for Jasmine Crockett. But then she turns around and says, a black woman is never going to win. But her response that takes the cake, which she seems to spam to anyone that says they're voting for Crockett, is that she's going to lose. And when she does, she's going to laugh. The anti-blackness in the Native American community is very tiresome at this point. They literally voted for the same type of administration that slaughtered them and took their land. They voted for the same type of administration that tried to wipe out all of the buffalo so that they can starve to death. Much like the Hispanics and Latinos, your own people voted for your demise, voted for proximity. And it's very clear that none of you have learned anything since the white nationalist takeover of 2024 that you still call an election. And you think anyone is listening to you? Show me better decision-making skills, and I'll give you my ear.
So I want to read some of the comments. Now, as you guys probably don't know, Miss Janine used to be rotating co-host on the show. And she says, before anyone says that 40% may include Hispanics too, it does not. These numbers come directly from a Native American website. Another person says, child, I am so tired. The ants keep voting for the raid. And another person says, wow, this is disappointing. It's time to support Jasmine and all black women. And one last thing, let's see how Jasmine speaks. Take a look.
This is the most underrated fact that lets me know Jasmine Crockett is about to become the next senator of Texas.
Part of your campaign is Texas Strong. You've also been somebody who has been unapologetic in your approach to the language you have used. You have gone toe-to-toe with the likes of Elon Musk, let alone the President of the United States, let alone Marjorie Taylor Greene, infamously, even going viral on a number of occasions.
Translation, you're a fierce, unapologetic black woman who speaks her mind. And because you're authentically African-American, you sometimes use AAVE, or African-American Vernacular English, that specific people who don't understand would and have called it ghetto, all in a way to create racist anger against you to distract from the fact that you actually have policies that will bring down costs of groceries, healthcare, and housing for poor and working class Texans. Go on.
Do you have any plans to change your approach in terms of your rhetoric or how you want voters to view it?
You know what? We actually tested for a lot of those moments.
Did you?
We needed to know how they played in Texas. We did. We tested for those moments. And to be clear, those moments played just as well in Texas as they played everywhere else in the country. What we found is that voters moved to me even more.
Did y'all catch that? They tested Jasmine Crockett's words, clapbacks, and most viral moments where she's been authentically herself, fighting for her constituents, and even in Texas, a red state gravitates to a progressive black woman more. That's why Trump and the literal official Republican accounts have been calling her low IQ. That's why they have to create fake narratives of Jasmine being funded by AIPAC, even though her financial disclosures prove that she hasn't received a dollar of AIPAC money. And that's why they're paying bots to create fake news stories of Oprah having beef with Jasmine on Facebook. And you know it was created by AI and by someone who has no context of America or Oprah, because who is ever gonna believe that Oprah would say, Jasmine talks like every sentence is a filibuster nobody asked for. Baby, the mic is free, you don't have to fight it. The bottom line is, Texas is 61% people of color. Beto O'Rourke in 2018 started talking to Latinos who were never engaged in politics and got 69% of the Latino vote and also got 90% of the black vote. The Latino and black vote was so high that he was able to come just within 2.6% of Republican Ted Cruz. Now put that into today's context. With how ICE has treated the Latino community, more Hispanics are engaged in politics now than ever before and have a strong appetite to vote Republicans out. And if you don't believe me, just look at what happened in Miami. For the first time in 30 years, a city with 70% Hispanic community, many of them Cuban, voted out the Republican Cuban Emilio Gonzalez for a white woman progressive Democrat. Jasmine Crockett has been strong on community safety and fighting against ICE brutality against the Latino community. She also has a strong record fighting for black progress through criminal justice reform, voting rights protections, and uplifting black small businesses. If she matches Beto's numbers and expands Beto's 69% of Latinos and 90% of black voters, she's your next senator. And that's why they're fucking scared. This is the most.
So I'm gonna read some of the comments. Somebody said had to watch multiple times. The paper towel kept making me cackle. Number says the paper. Yeah, somebody said the paper towels. Okay, so I want to just go off a few things here, which was interesting. The first video, you know, this is what gets me about, you know, why white folks, I believe, in all the races always has a fear of black people, because we always, no matter how hard the fight is, we keep moving. MLK, Harriet Tubman, Shauna the True, all of them. They didn't. If they would have stopped at what they were doing, we wouldn't be where we are today. If they would have said, "Oh, that's not going to work. The slave catchers are going to catch you, or that's not going to work. You're not going to get civil rights, whatever," they would have stopped a long time ago. Malcolm X would have stopped a long time ago. Everybody else is what I'm starting to notice from other races of people. Like, for example, this is a Native American person. They have no fight in them. Zero. She literally said, "Oh, you know, not going to win." I said, "You already gave up." I said that election in Miami was a huge deal because it's been a Republican that's been winning it for almost 20, 25 years, they said. Then if you take into account what happened in Tennessee, they had a special election in Tennessee and scared the shit out of them. It was just like, oh my God, there's people that really voted for this girl. And she was leading the votes at first. But you had all those rural counties with Jim Bob and them and Snaggletooth Mary and Metheny. Those are the ones that end up giving him the votes. But I said, those are the ones that's losing their SNAP benefits. Those are the ones that's in poverty. Ain't nothing changed with you guys under Republican leadership, and you still continue to vote for it. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. And that's what gets me about this. Like, they have no fight in them. Even when you look at the Latins out here, I said there should be no reason why that they're not together stronger, but I'm seeing them call the police on their competition because they don't want them to open the food truck across the street. I said they so busy fighting and tearing each other down to get a leg because, oh, I'm not Cuban. Oh, I'm not Puerto Rican. Oh, well, I'm not Mexican. Oh, I'm not Guatemala. Stupid. Y'all speak Spanish. That's all white folks see. You speak Spanish. That's what you are, Spanish-speaking people, and all your ass is from Mexico. And I just don't get that. And the last thing with the CNN, I think the lady on CNN, I think just gave her those questions because, you know, those questions was just like, come on now, I'm asking any of these other people, you know, racist people, those type of questions. But I think that, but Jasmine Crockett, she held her own on that show. And then in addition to that, one thing that was when she asked, she says, well, our words were tested. Remember I told you about this, Nikki, when I stated that when we were talking polite at first, we were dancing around the question, oh, well, maybe they touched the little kid. He groped her. Oh, well, he might have bumped the little kid a little. No, this old ass white man stripped that little kid's clothes off and was tearing that ass up. Then everybody get a reaction out of that. This, and then that's when our videos went viral. I said, why should we have to change or raise our voice or do anything for you to understand that this is wrong? Why should we have to dance around a question or reword a question or make it into a big word or a nice word for racist whites or pedophilia white dudes to feel good about themselves? I don't get that. We shouldn't have to do that. What do you think, Nikki?
Well, you can see, okay, like I said, we had our clip that's gone semi-viral where it say everything is about race. Gavin Newsom is a white man and he clapped back at Trump. Y'all love him for it. Oh my God, Gavin 2020. But when Jasmine Crockett does it, all of a sudden she needs to watch. You don't like the fact that Jasmine Crockett is educated and she doesn't code switch. Because for code switching, and then you got a black woman that doesn't do it, and you have a problem with her race. You don't want a black woman in leadership. I don't care what anybody says. It is ingrained in the white DNA for them to give direction, but not take direction on any account. They cannot take direction from anyone that does not look like them. Because think about it. Think about how you've had to give a white person, not even you being in it being. Let's be clear about this, especially when it comes to white people in general, but white women in particular. A black woman's success is a white woman's failure. So to see a black woman in a position of leadership, because you already know you, we're more fearless than you. We have more fight. We have all of these things above you, and the only thing you have is white privilege. Your white privilege can allow you you being white. Your skin is the only thing that you have over a black woman, because none of everything else that a black woman encompasses you don't have. So your white privilege is it. So to see a black woman in a leadership position to you, because that means that your skin color could not hold that black woman down, and that is a failure on your part. You want black women to help. You don't want black women to need the help, and you get front and center. Same thing with the suffrage movement. Fuck, what is her name? Susan B. Anthony. You went off the back of a black. Yes. So she gets all of the but it was black women that was doing the work. And then when the movement started getting successful, you had to put a white face on it, and then but when it was grassroots and it was growing, you needed black women. But the minute you got it to the point where you could throw your face on it and act like you did this shit, that's what you white women do. This whole thing, you bitches did not give a fuck about Gaza. You didn't give a fuck about Gaza then, Gaza now. Because the same energy y'all got for her, y'all don't have for that other white man that's running against her. Y'all ain't saying shit about him. And if you do, you're talking about her in the video first, because you know people have short attention spans. So if you do a 3-minute video and in the first 2 minutes you're talking about Jasmine Crockett through the whole video, so they're not going to see that part, and that's intentional. You're talking about her because y'all want moral superiority. Let me tell you something. Moral superiority, you want black people to ignore what the fuck is going on with us to help somebody over there. The people in Gaza told you to vote for Kamala Harris. They told y'all that. But y'all was so anti-black and racist that you didn't do it. So if the very people you claim to care about is telling you who to vote for because it's going to be beneficial for them, you still ignore it, you don't give a fuck about it. And the reason why I know y'all don't give a fuck is because you ain't got the smoke. This is how I know y'all some puss assholes. Because you don't take the smoke to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. You're not taking the smoke to the most pro-Israel motherfucker on this planet, which is Mango Mussolini, and that bitch ain't even a fucking Jew. He's pro-Israel, and he ain't even a fucking Jew. And y'all won't take the smoke to him. You the same bitches that went to Kamala Harris's book signing, which you wanted her to do, and protested Gaza to the point where she had to get up out her seat and say, take that shit to the White House because I'm not in that mother. Him. How the fuck are you going to somebody that's a private fucking citizen, but you ain't protesting the bitch that's knocking fucking Gaza down? I'm going to tell you like this. From now on, all you white bitches, all you single issue voters, if you love, I don't care what TikTok, Instagram, Facebook posts. You bitching live from motherfucking Gaza. You bitches better leave America. If you are so anti-Israel, get the fuck out of America. I want you to get the fuck out of America, and I want you to go talk to Benny Baby live in motherfucking direct. Go talk to him. Go talk to Netanyahu. Since you so motherfucking anti-Israel, get the fuck out of America and go fight that bitch. Since you so pro-Palestine, get the fuck out of America. Making them goddamn videos from fucking Gaza. If you ain't making a video from fucking Gaza, ground zero in Gaza, I don't want to hear shit. That fucking life. I'm not pro-Israel. I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you something. What Gloria Hallelujah say? At the end of the day gotta end. And when that motherfucker ends, I'm not a black woman in Israel. I'm not a black woman in Palestine. I'm a black woman in the U.S. of motherfucking A, bitch. That's what the fuck I care about. Fuck being pro-Israel. Fuck being pro-Palestine. I'm pro. So until my niggas is free, I can't free no fucking body else. And we got too much shit going on over here. I gotta make sure my people right first. We can't help no other country if our shit is fucked up. You so anti-Israel, but them bitches got free education. You so anti-Israel, but they can have 24/7 line up to get them bitches.
Yes, they can.
Fuck a plan B, bitch. I could just get free fucking health care. You so anti-Israel, but the very people that can help Gaza that you claim to care so much about, you're going against it. This whole she's pro-Israel, has existed, okay? This is the shit that's blowing me. The majority of you white bitches in here that are pro-Gaza, majority of y'all are atheists. This motherfucker Palestine is some holy shit. Why the fuck involved? Because you don't believe in fuck. You ain't Christian. You don't believe in the goddamn Bible. So what do you war for? These motherfuckers been fighting since before, like Jasmine Crockett said. They've been fighting before me. They gonna fight after me. That's a true ass statement from a real ass nigga. Because we know that shit. They've been fighting over a goddamn invisible line for fucking centuries. Y'all literally has not had a relationship with Israel since God knows how long, since before your fucking people came, before your people came here, before your people was born. You want a perfect candidate in an imperfect fucking country. That shit ain't gonna work. Nobody is perfect. And this fucking purity politics, that ain't nothing but that's masking your racism. You're putting purity politics in the game because you're racist as fuck. What you're doing with Jasmine Crockett is the same shit y'all that you did with Kamala Harris, you're doing with Jasmine Crockett. And you see how that fucking turned out. Y'all are the blame. Y'all want the glory for Kamala Harris losing, but you don't want the blame for the effects of her losing. And it's the same shit. It's the same side of the coin. The fact that she didn't win, Gaza is beachfront property, and that's y'all motherfucking fault. And you don't want to accept that that's y'all fucking fault. It is your fault that it's bombs over there, that kids are being bodies. It's just nothing but bodies over there. That's y'all fucking fault. That is y'all fault, and y'all want glory. See, she didn't win, but you don't want the glory of the blood of those dead bodies are on your fucking hands. Because I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna tell me that had she been in the White House and not this motherfucker, that shit like that would be happening, because you know that it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. And I'm real tired. Not only am I tired of white people with this shit, but I'm tired of you niggas with the same attitude, but this single voting shit. Why? I'm not saying you shouldn't care about it. You shouldn't care about Gaza, but you as a black know that until we get shit, we can't help nobody to fuck over there. Oh my God, well I'm not about Israel. Like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. What's in your house? This is how black people, or just people in general, when you want, you don't want to talk about, oh well, it was somebody in our comments, well, we need to buy everything black. Is everything in your fucking house black owned? Everything in your fucking house black owned? No. Like it to be? Yes. Is that the reality of the situation? No, that's not the fucking reality. Everything in your house ain't gonna be black owned. It should be. It's black invented, but it ain't black owned. So unless you're willing to strip your fucking house of everything that's not black owned, shut the fuck up. Cause we all in here doing some shit. We are all, and nobody's perfect in here. Nobody. And y'all expecting the purity shit that y'all putting in this politics is the Democrats can't fucking win. The moral high ground. Fuck the moral high ground. You see what matters, the moral high ground, and they winning. Because they are willing, they willing to get on a Malcolm X by any means necessary. You motherfuckers still out here trying to be MLK. Fuck that shit. It's time to be peaceful, and it's a time to get in a bitch ass. We way past the point of time to get in a bitch ass. And y'all motherfuckers is standing in progress. So if she don't win, I'd rather have a right-wing motherfucker that's gonna fuck everything up. So you'd rather have a bitch, but that's fucking Satan himself, reincarnate, running shit. So you could say, oh, well, at least I didn't vote for somebody that was pro-Palestine. Well, no, bitch, you didn't. But you made sure that somebody in Palestine got in. Mussolini is sucking BB dick every chance he motherfucking get. He told you bitches, I'm turning it into beachfront property. This motherfucker, True Social, AI generated versions of what Gaza is gonna look like when he gets through with it. But let's protest. Let's protest Jasmine Crockett. Every time a black woman is being hurt herself, so a black woman, because she's a senator, woman can't use AAVE, but you white bitches out here could be out here taking our shit, making TikToks and making money off of it. So it's okay for you to take our language. It's not ghetto. But she's educated. She's just talking the way that she talks, and it's a fucking problem. The day you see a white woman and she don't have a shoe print on her motherfucking neck, I'm dead. Because I'm gonna keep my foot on you fucking you long back bitch ass necks. I'm gonna keep my foot on it. Because white women are the fucking problem. Y'all always been the problem. Y'all gonna always be the problem. You right here giving body rights in another motherfucking country. Meanwhile, white men taking away your motherfucking right for no fucking body, not even your goddamn self. How the fuck you gonna advocate for Gaza when you bitches gonna be right here in red fucking bonnets? How the fuck you gonna advocate for fucking Gaza when it's about to be, what the fuck is this, a Handmaid's Tale? You're not gonna have no freedom. You ain't gonna have no motherfucking rights. You ain't even gonna be able to control your pussy. It's bad enough you don't wash the motherfucker, but now you ain't even gonna have no say-so over whether or not you're not gonna wash the motherfucker. But you want to fight for somebody else's rights while simultaneously giving your motherfucking rights away. You white bitches will cut your nose just to wash ugly ass faces. Y'all will forever do that shit. It's not, no, genocide is wrong. Who the fuck out here is agreeing with genocide? Genocide counts. But we got to worry about what the fuck is happening in America right now. It's homeless people here. It's people that don't have insurance, that need insurance. It's people out here dying. It's children dying over here. Are they dying from bombs? No. But they still dying none the fuck less. And we might need to worry about shit here. How the fuck are we going to care about other people and actually help other people if we can't help our motherfucking self? Y'all are just bottom fucking line. Because I guarantee you, if Jasmine Crockett was the perfect candidate, you'd have something to say. Oh, or her eyelashes are just too big. Or the way she wears her nails. Or the way she does. Y'all are upset because you bitches can't do it. You white bitches can't get up here and run for fucking Senate. Because nobody wants to hear what you fucking say. Because you're not saying shit at all. A black woman's failure is a white success, is a white woman's failure. Bottom line. Just like black success overall is white failure. Because y'all think that your skin color is automatic success. So when you see somebody become successful, when you see black people in positions of leadership and authority, that reminds isn't enough. Because you already know you don't have the merit. You already know you can't get it on merit. Because this is another thing. If everything wasn't about race, why the fuck I got to tell you my race on that application? If everything is about merit, best for the fucking job, why are you asking me questions about my fucking race and my ethnicity? Because that shouldn't matter, right? If you're the best first, fuck, I got to put it on my application. Because you need to know as a white employer who to weed out. That's why you need to know. Because you need to know you don't want to fuck around and hire a nigga in a leadership position. You got to make sure they black. You got to make sure they white. So you got to know what the fuck is going on. All of this comes down to race. She could be the perfect candidate and you would still find some anti-black shit to fucking say. Everything is, oh, are you pro-Palestine? Every litmus test for Texas politics, how the fuck is somebody is supporting Israel and fucking Palestine? That's all the way over there. They ain't got shit to do with your everyday life. Is being pro-Palestine, has that helped you pay your motherfucking rent? Is putting that watermelon in your bio, making sure your rent paid? Is that fee? No, you performative ass bitches. Because that's exactly what you do. I ain't never put that watermelon in my bio. What the fuck for? I'm pro-nigga. That's what the fuck. I can't help a bitch in Gaza. Because I got to help people here going through shit. If y'all gave a fuck, how come y'all ain't protesting ICE? How come y'all and you white women, y'all love to be in a police officer face? My tax dollars pay your fucking salary. You do what the fuck I say. That's what y'all be like. Y'all not up there in ICE's face when they right here separating children from their parents. When they out here disappearing men and women and sexually assaulting them because you know that's what the fuck they doing. You know they sexually assaulting them. But here you white bitches go, y'all ain't got nothing for that. Y'all ain't saying nothing about that. What you gonna ask before I save your life? Hey, are you pro-Palestine? Because I need to know. That's what you bitches will do. You'll see somebody your position on Israel and Gaza real quick. I know you're dying, but I like to know like what's your position. Fuck y'all. I'm tired of white women. I'm tired of you bitches. I'm so tired of it. And you niggas with the single voter shit, wake the fuck up. You aligning with these white people you caping for, they get bored and they move on to the next thing because trust and believe these bitches are bored. They got daddy's credit card and they ain't got shit else to fucking to be a goddamn activist today. Notice how they're pro-Palestine. They're pro-Palestine from the fucking penthouse. They're pro-Palestine from the comfort of the fucking living room. Notice how they not their ground zero in Gaza. They reporting live from that bitch because they not trying. So before you run your ignorant ass over here, aligning with these fucking bored ass rich white people, because that's what the fuck they are. This cycle. And also be careful of them because they're fucking grifting. Because go look at their fucking content 5 years ago and see what they making TikToks about fucking Palestine and Israel cycle. Because I'm pretty sure you're not going to see shit. All them videos talking about anti-Jasmine Crockett videos, I guarantee you they're a minute long so they could be fucking monetized. All these white people making these fucking videos, all these fucking black people that's brainwashed and making these fucking videos, they're all over a minute long. They're trying to capitalize off real shit that people are going through. You run up into it, go look at their fucking videos and see what. And I guarantee you, they weren't talking about politics. They was talking about a fucking brunch spot, or they was fucking Sheen Hall. You same bitches that's pro Palestine be the same bitches on here doing makeup hauls, buying shit from Sheen like a sweatshop. Yeah, I know it's a Chinese sweatshop, and that's fucked up. But you know what? A bitch is on a budget, and I'm gonna buy this $20 sweater. And you can talk to me about it later, bitch. There's no perfect shit going on in it. We can't fight everybody's fucking battle. You gonna pick and choose your fucking battles. And I suggest you niggas start choosing, because this single voter shit ain't the fuck it.
I'm going to show you to bounce off what you're talking about. I'm going to show you something real quick, these two videos, and then I'm going to let you continue to look at the first one.
Podcaster Candace Owens, okay? At one time, a friend of Charlie's, at one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now?
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
The podcaster Candace Owens.
All right, so I want to read some of the comments. Somebody says, nothing about this woman screams Christian. It's giving demons. Another person says, let me get this straight. She can forgive her husband's killer because it's the Christian thing to do, but has all the smoke for Candace Owens. What happened to forgive thy enemies? Another person says, put Charlie Kirk's wife in the ring with Konisha Owens and made the best mattress actor win. To hell with both of them. And then somebody else, I want to play this. Let's take a look at this.
Tell you right now that we need 55,000 units of affordable housing for people who make $17,000 a year. Our minimum wage is $7.25, and we have not seen an increase for decades. People are struggling. My great aunt is deciding whether or not she's going to pay for medicine or pay for groceries. You cannot say that the economy is doing well when it is doing well for billionaires, but the consequences of the action are coming home to roost. Because you know what? Farmers have retaliated against this administration's actions. And you know what this administration has said is trying to do? Give billions of dollars to them. If things were going great for people, they wouldn't have to take those actions. And what Republicans have done is give more money to the rich, the most powerful, and the billionaires, and they've left working class people.
But Lydia, and also...
All right, so I was. What did you think of that? Because did you see that white girl's face to the right? This is exactly what you're talking about. He ate her ass up with facts, and all she can do is, I hate that little smirk. They do They do, because like you're not on his level in terms of intelligence, and it's like they hire any random ass white person to be on these shows. So Nikki, go ahead.
Because she wanted to say nigga so bad. When they do that, it's because they like.
She has nothing else going for herself.
Like they want to say it so bad, and they can't fucking say it. And for that first clip with Erica Kirk, where was the objectivity in that journalism? Because that's CBS, a lie. These lies. I kept paying attention to that because you didn't say these allegations. You lies already implying that, you know what I'm saying? You've already made up your mind. So where's the in the journalism now? Because you're just automatically saying that Candace Owens is making all in that bitch because fuck her. But so you stop. It's just like her, like, is it a stick up her ass and just somebody is like pulling the string? Because this bitch is really fucking creepy. Like she is really just like
Kenneth Copeland eyes. Have you seen him?
Yeah, they're literally they not.
Have you seen? Yeah, it's weird.
It's like she's trying to cry on cue and she can't cry. So it's like, let me, maybe if I look like I'm about to cry, that's enough. But it's just like, you're JD Vance, so just go ahead and do this shit and get it out our motherfucking face because we see you. It's like, why are you going on a tour? Your husband died. Wow, could you imagine Coretta Scott King just going on a motherfucking tour when Martin Luther King died? Like, just, oh bitch, I'm on a press tour. My nigga got assassinated. Let me just go on here on all the fucking shows. Like, did you see Jackie Kennedy going when he got shot? She just all over the, let me just do all these peddling, bitch. You can't even cry. Like, damn, you can't even get no, like, get the water shit and like work it out or something. Like, she be struggling to cry because you don't give a fuck. That man. And this how I know you bitches are motherfucking performative. Y'all done forgot about that shit. Where y'all? Oh my god, Charlie King is gonna be the next president. Oh my god, where is he? Where y'all at? Y'all still crying, or y'all don't give a fuck no more? Cause y'all them bitches at Starbucks asking to say his motherfucking name. Where y'all at? You done got a couple of people from their job, so you done move the fuck on. But then get your shit fucked up and y'all be the main ones. Oh my god, we can't have freedom of speech anymore. But you want to get other people fired from their fucking job. All y'all are performative as fuck. And I really, mainstream media can't even be trusted anymore. Like, hey, as my name say, CS is worthless since they rolled over. Exactly. News companies are rolling over. CNN, y'all was on every little thing he did. Meanwhile, shitty diaper Dawn is literally deteriorating every fucking day, and y'all don't call shit out. You let this man get up there and call reporters names, let him insult them. God, can you fucking imagine? Can you fucking imagine?
I can't.
If
I was gonna say.
And said that type of shit about anybody. Can you imagine? You crackers freaked out wearing a goddamn tan suit. So I know good that if that man would have said anything about a reporter, that if he would have said, if he would have said, oh well, you're worthless, or you're this, or you're that. If he would have said affordability, a fucking hoax. The way y'all a tan suit. That shit was on the news and just nonstop about a nigga fucking suit. You bitches couldn't take the Easter drip on a non-holiday. Oh, how dare he? Oh my God, this is just everything about Barack Obama is presidential. That nigga can walk, and you can hear the theme from the fucking West Wing. That's how much presidential swag that motherfucker can't do. That's why he live rent free. That's why that nigga live because he could never have that type of respect from anybody. Worthless. Everybody in that administration is fucking worthless. And I wish CNN, that black lady, can't even get control over her fucking show. What her name is? He can't even. Yeah. It's like it ain't even her show. At this point, it's that white man who they keep bringing on there, and all he doing is lying. That's his fucking show. Yeah. Shit. Because as a black woman, you should be on there and say, "Hey, shut." You ain't gotta say it like that because it's CNN, but be like, "Hey, this my shit. I'm gonna need you to, stop coming on here lying." And they're paying him to do it. All these news companies, y'all have lost so much credibility to this man that once he is out of getting y'all shit back, nobody's trusting y'all again. So you can't come back and say, "Oh, he's out of office, so we're back to being the." No. People are getting their news from TikTok. People are getting their news, Don Lemon as an independent person and Joy and Reed as in it, because they don't have to they can say whatever the fuck. They held to this standard where they gotta play the line. Like Jake Tapper. You wrote a whole fucking book about Mango Mussolini, and he is shitting on himself every goddamn day. Where's the book about him not being able to stand up? Y'all not doing it. Y'all not calling him out on shit, and then you wonder why the country is the way the fuck that it is. And he set that shit up. He knew exactly what he was doing because everything is fake news. Literally. Or then he's alternative facts. How the fuck is a fact alternative, bitch? It's either true, and he's setting the play. He wants white people stupid. He wants to villainize education. America is the only country that villainizes education because they want y'all stupid. Because when you're stupid, you vote for people like this. Because when you're educated and you're smart, you ask questions. You don't vote for this type of shit. So of course they want you stupid. Of course they want you Appalachian motherfuckers out punching yourself, acting like you scaring somebody. Goddamn baboon. You're like a fucking methed out monkey over here. The fuck are you doing? You ain't scared. You making me want to fight you even more so we can get this shit out the fucking way. But that's
Quite
what
ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do our last video segment. So, you know, there's been developments with the after the whole Diddy documentary come out, everybody has their opinions. Everybody has something to say. Well, Damon Dash, he was on some, you know, this is the thing. Everybody think that they are podcasters. So everybody with a goddamn mic can be a podcaster. And these girls were on there and they just, the questions they were at, it was just so stupid. But we're going to talk about that. And then we're also going to roll into that coach that's also under fire as well. So I just want to see what you guys think. We'll take a look at that. Again, please put your comments and we will talk about it.
The Diddy Cone with Reckoning. Did you check it out?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, so we know that you were saying that it was not going to come out. So how do you feel that it actually is?
I honestly thought, you know, based on like moral codes and like coming from where like a street ethic, I honestly didn't think that he would ever do that.
Why though?
Because I wouldn't.
You know the things he has done.
Because it's just not my job to tell. I'm not a black man that's going to tear another black man now. Let them do that. But also, you know, like if somebody, you know, again, allegedly, it just seems like somebody, you know, violated his baby mother in front of his kid. You know, so yeah, but that's not how we deal with things from where we're from. You know, that's like the back end. Hey, yo,
did you check him on the back end?
I know y'all girls, but I'm not answering that. But what I'm saying is,
I just caught it.
I gotta let me answer the question. So again, you may not understand like a moral conduct for a grown ass man from where I'm from and where I thought he was from. There's just certain things and like it's not for us to tear somebody down. So for example, if I'm a criminal and I see somebody doing a crime, I'm not telling. If it might be a violation, like they might be doing some shit that might be like a violation to a kid, then I got to go handle that. If I sign on to the street. So for me, I'm not going to do that because that platform is not black owned. I'm never going to tear a black man down for a white man ever in my life. Also, I know Puff, right? And I don't think that, again, I'm not ever going to check for his moral character. As you see, we never did too much business together. But it would never be me to be the person to deliver that. Let them do it. So probably another person, I would say, go ahead, do that. Maybe someone from, so like example, TMZ called me and was like, yo, we want you to do the interview and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yo, you think I would ever make money for y'all tearing another black man down, even if that man is wrong? If I'm a black man and I want to do something, I'm going to go tear down a white man. I'm not going to tear down a black man. There's so many injustices that we see other people from other cultures do, but we don't say nothing, and they always send us to tear us down. Are you serious? I would never, ever condone a black man tearing down another black man for a white man. That will never happen. And listen, and also another thing, just on my moral code, if a man did that to my girl, and I felt like I'm violated, I gotta wear that, or I gotta handle that different. But I'm not making a documentary. I'm gonna go deal with it, but that's just how other people deal with things, and that's how I deal with things. So the question you asked me was why I said that, because I never in my life would have thought that 50 Cent would make a documentary about another man from our culture, just because it seems that the dude might have tampered with his woman. And that's just not what I thought. But let me just say.
All right, that's enough of that. That's read some of the comments. Somebody says, I don't care if you're black, white, purple, or green. If you're wrong, you need to be called out, but call everyone out, not just one specific group of people. Call out Clyde Davis and them too. These predators don't abide by a code of ethics or morals, and this is the same mentality that allow family members to abuse children and niggas set up all the family functions, allowing shit to go on, not saying nothing. Call out everybody that's a detriment to society. And then this is a photo. This is Jerry Seinfeld, and this girl is 17 years old. And so this is what people are saying. If you're going to call out people, call out, these people like this. Call out Woody Allen, who married his daughter, he adopted a daughter with Mia Farrow, adopted the girls, the Asian girls, as they grew up. He was actually molesting them, and then he married them. And nobody's saying anything about that because he's white and Jewish. So this is that's what I think people are trying to say is call out everybody. And that's the one thing with the 50 Cent documentary. Then Fat Joe, this is what he had to say about it. He says, I used to roll with Diddy. He was my homie, but I stopped messing with him after one night in the studio apartment while we were making music. The guy started complimenting me, saying I look nice with my chain, and even asked if he could touch it. Of course, I said no. Nobody in the streets lets anyone snatch their chain. We were drinking and working on music when out of nowhere he said, yo, Fat, I'll eat that red-bone ass up. I packed my stuff and left immediately without saying a word. I don't hang with people like that. I'm opening up now because it's clear this guy was seriously sick in the head. Somebody wrote in the comments, I would have kept that to myself. Another person says, on an odd note, I hope certain men start understanding what it feels like to be a woman, because this is our normal everyday lives. And somebody else says Diddy was really the boogeyman. And then one last thing, this is this coach that's come under fire recently for being with some white girl. Let's take a look.
Married former Michigan coach Sharon Moore ruined his life and blamed everybody else but himself. They said he was having an affair with this woman, got caught, got fired, went to her house, threatened to unalive himself and her, and said, it's your fault. You ruined my life. The woman he was having an affair with, allegedly, was his assistant. He done doubled her salary, kept her close by, got busted, right? And then once he got fired, he went home, had an argument with his wife where he threatened to unalive himself with a knife. Then he left there, went to the affair partner's house, broke in, threatened to unalive her and himself, and said, it's your fault. You ruined my life. And here's the kicker. They said he knocked her up, forced her to get an abortion, stalked her, all kinds of stuff. This is insane, y'all. Went to the side piece's house, kicked the door in, and got arrested. This is crazy. Yes, he's married. Yes, this is the side piece who works for him, who was on the staff. And crazy thing is, they said the mistress went to the university documentation. She got him fired. She went in there and told them what was going on, because she probably said, hey, he pressured me into it. He threatened to fire me, the power dynamic, all this other stuff. And that's probably why he thinks, you ruined my life, even though I was fucking you, even though I was the one willfully sleeping with you. You ruined my life. What? I'm not saying that man is a narcissist, but just to ruin your life, married, kids, all kinds of shit for what, bro? Come on, dog. This is.
So let me read the comments. Somebody said he ruined his own life. Another person says, where's the wife? She okay? Their kids, are they good? And one other person says, the only victim here is the children and the wife. Everybody else was a willing participant to their own demise. A fair partner does not get kudos for telling. She probably told because the man told her that he wasn't going to leave his family. That's usually when they want to get to telling and spilling tea. Had he left his family, a fair partner would not have had said shit. So really, to hell to both of them. So what do you think of these two stories, Nikki? Our closing segment. The whole thing, and I think we said this before, my thing is with 50 Cent, and this is what I have to say. If he's really about sexual assault in general, then he needs to be all of it. Don't just go after Jerry Seinfeld, go after Woody, and go after the Epstein and Trump and all this stuff, and Matt Gaetz, and go after everybody. But what he does is, this is the problem with the black community, especially with him. These big old overgrown ape-looking motherfuckers like him, they only target black people. He only talks about Ja Rule. He only talks about Diddy all day, every day. You don't see him doing any of this for anybody else. And this is why I say I don't like people using their fake activism for promotion, because he's also on a promotion tour or something for, I think, a movie or a book or something like that. And then the other thing with the last guy,
yes,
I continue to keep getting with these white folks, and these white folks, once you stop performing for them sexually, giving them dingaling or coochie or whatever, or dancing for them stuff, they done with you. And I believe what that comment said, he probably offered her something. She wanted him to leave his family or something. He said he's not doing that. She goes and tells. That's what happened. What do you think, Nikki?
Well, let's going back to Dame Dash. I do agree with you where you say, hey, if you're gonna go after some, go after everybody. That I get that. But I am so sick of the whole street because the only reason he's relying on the street code is he's the same type of nigga as Diddy. You might not have did, but we're not gonna sit here and act like you're not known for maybe putting your hands on women. You're not known for being with Aaliyah when you were way older than she was. We're not gonna sit here and act like that. A lot of these niggas fall on the street code, or a lot of these niggas I hate when y'all fall on you trying to tear every black man, a successful black man. They chickens come home to roost. Here you niggas go. Or he was about to buy BET and then you see what happened when they get child. But that black man was brutalizing black women. So as long as they brutalizing black women, then it's fucking okay. It's street code shit. You're relying on street code because you niggas are dead. You have to find a way to justify him because you're justifying yourself. I'm accountable. You gotta hold yourself accountable for the shit you do with your.
Yep.
The only difference is you ain't got Diddy money. Money don't stop you from being Diddy. A lot of you niggas are predators. A lot of you niggas are out here beating up women. A lot of y'all are out here sexually assaulting women, sexually trafficking women. And then you talking about street code shit. Yeah, we as niggas, there is certain things, but we've outgrown that. You as a black man not about to go sit up and do life for a motherfucker because some street code shit. Because it ain't guaranteed that nigga that you caping for is gonna put some money on your motherfucking books. Because once you lock the fuck up, you lock the fuck up. So this whole street code shit, I wouldn't have did it because I'm not gonna tear a black man down. So you're not gonna tear a black man that's out here doing this shit to women and men. This man is a predator. This man is doing sexual assault. He's a black man. You're not gonna tear him down. I agree. You should tear all of them down. But this whole reliance, this is why shit happens in the black community and we don't evolve because we're sweeping it under sexual assault under the rug. How many times you bitches go to family functions and it's the uncle because he can't be out there with the kids and you know he can't be out there but because he know it, but you still keeping him around. That's the type of shit we talking about. It's the generational curses. This is white supremacy disguised as black tradition. That's all it is. It's white supremacy, black tradition. And that's what y'all do. Covering for the fucking slave master. Only this time the slave master is a fucking black man. It's the same. Y'all got Stockholm syndrome, real black man. I'd rather tear a white man down. Why don't you tear both of them down? Because both of them are bad. How about that? But we have to live in the reality that you live in a reality where Woody Allen is gonna get the fucking that's it. But the majority of Woody Allen, and I'm not saying victim is color, but the majority of Woody Allen victims are not black women, if not at all, none at all. So I'm not saying I'm not concerned with it, but I'm concerned with the nigga that's harming black women. All you motherfuckers gotta go. Even 50 Cent. You're not doing this for victims. You're doing it to be fucking vindictive. Shit. You just mad because the nigga asked to take you shopping and you done held a 20-year fucking grudge. You don't give a fuck about none of them women in that documentary. You don't give a fuck about any of them because the way he was doing that Good Morning America interview, he didn't give a kid in the candy store knowing that I'm about to make a man that's already suffering suffer even more and a man who deserves to suffer. So just like Diddy deserves to suffer, 50 Cent deserves to suffer. And Dame, we're not going to act like you don't get on the radio station every chance you get. Is that not another black man? but you be down paying you to come on them shows. You be down in another black man to get your fucking bills paid.
Yep.
Don't think that talking like you ain't talking about the fucking Rock and Rock Nation that you don't have no more. Your fucking teeth is falling out your motherfucking mouth. You can't even keep your dentures in. Because every chance you have to talk about Hov, you gonna talk about Hov. Is he not another black man you tearing down to keep your name up? Because nobody gives a fuck about Dame Dash. Dame Dash is a fucking has-been that's trying to keep himself relevant. And I don't even know, ladies, why you had him on that motherfucking show. Are y'all down that bad? I ain't never seen your show no shade. Like ain't like
I never did either. I was like, what the fuck is that? That's what we getting me. We be having our show is way more better than theirs, and I'm like, we ain't even got a budget like that. Like, what the fuck? Where you be getting this money from for whack ass shows like this?
Exactly. So, like, first of all, I don't give a fuck how down bad we are. We're not having Dame Dash on the motherfucking show. Sorry, nigga. I don't give a fuck. We're not doing that. So that whole street code shit, we need to get out of that. Because that's white supremacy at motherfucking play disguised as tradition. Nobody is doing years and years of time. If you niggas are still out here trying to do years of time for some street code shit, hey yo, fuck you. You got me real fucked up. You think I'm about to do jail time? I'll sing like a motherfucking canary, bitch. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. You gonna call me free. So fuck all that shit. But and to the other guy, yeah, you fucked your shit up for some white pussy. And I mean, I already had one bitch. You need another one? You got too fucking greedy. Again, that's another version of white supremacy. Because a lot of you black men go run out here and get these white women because you really think you sticking it to the white man, and you not sticking it to the white man. Because at the end of the day, a white man ain't got to care about a white bitch, but he's still a white man, and that's still a white bitch. And that's the shit y'all forget about. Y'all think y'all doing a fuck you. You think you doing a fuck you to white men and black women at the same motherfucking time, and you not doing it. You gave up a multi-million-dollar career. First of all, you married to a white bitch, so she was anyway. Then you decided to go get you another one, and you wanted to play around with her. White women know at the end of the day, all white women got to do is have and white tears, and they will fuck you up. Court of law, but in a court of public opinion, and they win in the case every fucking time. You got exactly what you deserve, and you should have went in that bitch and unalived your goddamn self. Fuck, cause she didn't do shit. You made that goddamn decision. You made every choice. So you know what exactly what he got.
You know what's getting me about that is how not only did he get caught, but he's acting crazy. And I'm like, oh, it's the unalive, and I'm going to kill. I'm just like, dude, now not only is that, but now you got white folks looking at us like, oh, they get crazy. They talk about killing each other. So, and this is the shit that they're putting in the news. And now this is making us look bad. So it's not even just the allegations of, well, it's not allegations no more, but him cheating on his wife. It's also the crazy attitude that he has now that's bothering me as well. That's one thing that's really giving me pause right there. But notice that. Yeah, I see that. Now, when it comes to white folks, they be like, "Oh, he mental health and he needs mental health and pills and shit like that." But oh yeah, he knew what he was doing. We're gonna play our closing out videos to end the show. Also, we figured out a way to put our Cash App to the right. So thank you for donating, but the Cash App, we have people request it, so it's on the screen. If you want to sit there and donate, fine. You can also continue to YouTube. Just remember, YouTube takes out 30%, so it makes this longer for us trying to reach our goal, but we do have the Cash App logo right there. We're going to play out some videos right here, and we are going to take a look at this. If you have any questions, please let us know. We will be coming right back.
Hey y'all, some of my videos are being taken down, so if you don't see them anymore, it's not me deleting them, it's Instagram. As a matter of fact, they have taken down 3 of my videos already. What is happening is that Instagram just switched to a new moderation system, okay? It's not actually people looking at your videos anymore, it's AI. If people mass report your videos, the AI is gonna automatically flags it and takes it down. There is no appeal to this bullshit. There is an appeal option, but because it's a fucking AI and not an actual human, it's gonna reject you no matter how you appeal. All three of these videos, these bitches gets mad, they mass report my videos, the AI flags it, I appeal it, it doesn't fucking work because it's an AI, and it stays taken down anyway. The latest video is me responding to a racist comment, and it got flagged for hateful conduct. It's the video of me cooking the shit out of the white in 2 different languages. Apparently Instagram cannot handle that. Now listen, don't be upset, don't be angry, because I'm not upset and I'm not angry. They did this to me on TikTok, now they're doing the same shit to me on Instagram. This is not news. When I started this, I already knew this.
So I want to read some of the comments, but Nikki, this is exactly what we was telling people. This is the same thing that's happened to us. So we just want to let y'all know, I mean, this is for real. And I'm gonna read some of the comments to show you what we're talking about. Somebody said, who trained AI? White people. I saw this facial recognition AI thing that couldn't detect black people's faces. I wonder who made those as well. Another person says, start uploading your videos to Rednote. You will go super far, and there are a lot of Americans and Westerns on there who will see it and flip out. But the reporting is not like this. They don't care about stuff like this. The only thing is talking about the Chinese government. If you don't do that, you good. And then there was another person that I was reading here, and they stated that, oh yeah, but won't take down non-blacks calling us niggas. That's another thing. But that's why I said, that's why we're moving over to different platforms, because this is just a waste of our time. You know, just going back and forth with TikTok and Instagram. Well, we call it Meta MAGA, Facebook and Instagram. Then this was posted. Somebody says the people who support $12 billion in corporate welfare to farms and forgave $80 billion in auto bailouts and forgave $700 billion in bank bailouts and forgave $755 billion in PPP loans. Want you to know that forgiving medical debt and student loan is socialism. Let that sink in for a little bit. This is one I got this just for you, Nikki. So let's take a look at this.
These are ways to refer to the white person in your life. They're your milk munchkin. They're your pale pal. They're your marshmallow fellow. They're the Blandalorian. They're a blank document. They're your Arctic Hermano. They're Gringo Star. They're a frost giant. They're a hacky sacker. A khaki packer. A cracker attacker. They're hueless and clueless. When we all get together, that's an ivory advisory. They're your pro girl. They're a mighty whitey. They're your little colonizer. They're your wonder bread dunderhead. These are ways to refer to the white person in your life.
So what do you think of that, Nikki?
I mean, it was very white. It was very white. Some of them was okay. Some of them was okay. The mighty whitey.
That's why I said I want to see what you thought about it. And then this is what
it was like I get favorable. I feel like it was still favorable to white. It wasn't.
Oh yeah, it wasn't. You know that was gonna make themselves look good now.
Exactly.
And I want to show this. So Patti LaBelle opened the first 100% free homeless hospital. She funded the hospital with $78 million from her foundation and music royalties. This is what we'll be talking about on the show when we're talking about real celebrity activism, real celebrities helping out people. This is what we're talking about. We not talk like if I'm and I stated this before, and some people got upset at the comments. I don't want to see another person up there grabbing themselves, rapping or shaking their ass. I don't care about Michael Jordan's shoes. If I don't see them doing something for the black community, especially people that's in need, I don't even want to hear from them. I just turn the channel. I see Nicki Minaj's goofy ass come on, I change the channel. I don't have time for that. We're not promoting buffoonery and stuff no more. That time is over. So if you're not doing Patti LaBelle like real activism like this, I don't want it. Okay. Then somebody's talking about I guess they want to make another Waiting to Exhale. I say no. They need to leave that alone. That's a classic, and ain't nobody going to ever replace the original. So this is what they're thinking about. This was an idea, but I said no. You need to leave that alone. That's a classic. So two farmers, they made history by opening Houston's newest grocery store, which is both Black-owned and farmer operated. This is their hashtag. Now I don't know where their actual page is. So if anybody knows where their actual page is or whatever, let them know that we would like to at least talk to them to get more information regarding this, because the white folks ain't gonna like that. They're gonna come and they're gonna try to do something. They just do stupid shit like that. So I'm just already seeing it now. So go and support these black farmers. Go and support this black grocery store, Black-owned, and also to the grocery store and to these businesses. Also treat us with respect as well when we come in there. leave the attitudes at the door, leave the smart remarks, leave all that at the door. Everybody needs to start treating each other with respect. Also, a group of Black doctors opened first ever Black-owned urgent care on the south side of Chicago. So for more information, it's at Premier Health Chicago. Let them know that this is a good job that they are doing. Finally, we have something where Black people can get the care that they need. And this is why I said Black people just need to go back to having all Black-owned stuff. This would be a good time to recreate our own Black Wall Street and do that again, but do it the right way. So yeah, congratulations to these doctors. And then one last thing, I like to go out with this. I love cooking, so let's take a look at this. I love the videos though. I'm hungry already. Oh, that looked good. So yeah, I'm about to go out with that. That way I'm doing something in 2 weeks, probably like a cooking at the house, so that way everybody can get together, build community. So I think I'm gonna do like a chop edition where I bring food and then everybody have to do the ingredients and they got to make something. So I think I'm gonna do that in 2 weeks just to bring community back to us. I want to say thank you to all of our super chats. Thank you so much to everybody that has donated today. Nikki, what was the names again? Shout out.
I don't hold on.
No, for the Cash App. Sorry, I got the super chats.
Cash App. I'm sorry, I don't have it right. Yeah, we got it here. Cassandra G and K is my name.
Hey, Kay is my name. Thank you so much. Kay is my name. Is always supportive, always at the show, all the time. We appreciate it. I love the comments. I do try to respond to most people's comments. Oh, also, somebody asked me how long does it take me to respond to comments? Once the video is like 72 hours old, I'm not responding to any more comments because then there's hundreds of other comments that go on other videos and it just starts, with the YouTube thing, it starts to go all over the place. So yeah, I want to say thank you to Jason B. Jason B, I think, is our highest. I didn't see the Cash App, but I think Jason B was high. Thank you, $20. We appreciate it. Gene and Clay, thank you so much as well. I think you are our first of the day. Also, we do have the Cash App there to the right as well. Remember, we will be here Monday through Thursday. So those are at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, thank you to everybody that's been going to the FTP store. We appreciate it. We got the merchandise up. We're going to be having a new update tomorrow. So we will be having that. And also, Nikki, do you have any questions before we close out of this real quick?
No, just look for we're working on new merch. So there's some new stuff should be in the store tomorrow, if not within the next few days, but we're working on tomorrow. So new merch is coming. So be prepared for that.
Awesome. And where can they find you at?
Find me here on YouTube at Knickknack23. That's NIKNAK23. The Bitch Happens podcast. podcast is up now, episode number 3. Bonus episodes for members only. Also, Court of No Appeals will be live today, 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Eastern time. So we have a nice little, probably about 30 minutes on that. I got some good people on the docket today. So make sure y'all join me at 4 p.m. Pacific for Court of No Appeals live.
Awesome. And if you want to know, that's probably my favorite show. That's where she got the gavel, bow, and then she just rips. So I love that show. Other than that, we appreciate everybody. We appreciate everything you do. Thank y'all to our regulars that come out all the time. Travel, Jet Setter, T Coop. Case my name, you're always there. We got some new members as well. Cast 8007. Thank you so much. Other than
HAC.
that, please. HAC. Yeah, we got a lot of people in here. Other than that, please like, share, and subscribe.